Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Jad and in today's video we're going to be going through how I invested my money this month. This is a pretty cool series which I hope to do every month. Now we're pretty much at the end of May, start of June, and I think it would be great every month to do a roundup of what I'm investing in. I know there's quite a few YouTubers who also have a similar sort of series going on and I personally love watching them. So I thought, why not do my own series? This is definitely not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing and my kind of strategy towards it. Please definitely do your own research. I just graduated from uni and I'm kind of still getting used to the whole world of investing, but I wanted to bring you all along that journey and hopefully we can learn from each other and share from each other. Before we begin, I really wanted to talk about my investing strategy and how I go about investing. I know a few of you have commented in some of my other videos telling me your strategy. A lot of you are into single stocks, which is awesome. But at least for me, I do not invest in single stocks and I go down the ETF route almost exclusively. And if you don't know what an ETF is, it's essentially, you can think of it as a basket of stocks. So rather than spending, let's say, £100 to buy one share of Microsoft, I would buy a fund with that £100 and that £100 would be divided into 2% Microsoft, 3% Apple, 2% Amazon, so on, all the way to, I believe there's about 1,500 different companies in the fund I buy. So definitely you're essentially buying a huge basket of stocks as opposed to one stock. The main reason for this, if we're being real, is I'm a bit of a chicken and I personally don't want to and I don't have the time to invest or to research every single stock. Traditionally, the market has also beaten most single stock investors. So really my philosophy towards investing is just buying the market and forgetting about it. I buy an all-world ETF and that gives me exposure to, as I mentioned previously, lots of different stocks as well as lots of different countries. The majority of those are American stocks, but in that basket we also have UK stocks, German stocks and French stocks. Now getting on to how I invested my money and what I did this month. I'm in the very fortunate position right now. I just graduated, got a job, and I'm currently working in London. However, I still live at home. So by saving on rent, I save a huge amount of my monthly salary, which I do recognize not everyone has that opportunity. But really right now, whilst I'm in the situation and whilst I'm able to, that seems like a no-brainer. I'm going to try and edit something on the screen right now, hopefully to give you all a bit more of an infographic. But really, the first investment I did was in my company stocks and shares scheme. I don't really want to say my company as, I don't know, it might be a bit weird, but right now I work for a very large UK-based company who pays quite a high dividend. They've got a stocks and shares plan wherein you can invest up to 175 maximum each month, and the company will, essentially for every 3 shares you buy, you get 1 share for free. So you're almost getting about 30% return just instantly from opting into the company share scheme. But that was a no-brainer for me. My first £175 has gone into my company's stock, and in return I receive about £225 worth of stock. Now the second investment I did was into my general investment account. As I mentioned previously in my other videos, I've already maxed out my stocks and shares ISA this year, as well as my lifetime ISA. So I guess this is the next best thing. From my salary, I was able to put about £2,000 into an all-world ETF, and this pretty much tracks the entire market. There's nothing special in this, nothing fancy at all, but historically this has averaged about 10% return each year. Even if we go with something more conservative like 6 or 7%, that's still a lot higher than what my bank account is paying me. I know at least in the UK rates have been dropping, so that's why I'm pivoting a lot more towards stocks in that sense. So the last investment I did, which doesn't come out of my salary but comes out of my savings account, was £5,000 into a global ETF. Really the same ETF if I'm being honest, but I kind of wanted to drip feed it into the market over the course of 6 to 7 months, really to alleviate risk. In the long term, that was probably the wrong idea, as I started investing in the whole Trump tariff uncertainty. The market's almost entirely recovered right now. I definitely did miss out on some gains in that sense, but no one can predict the future. You know, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know whether the market's going to go up, down, left, right, upside down. And really that's my strategy with investing. I just want to invest consistently, a consistent amount each month. If I open up my Trading 212 ISA to really show you all what is going on, you can see on the 28th of May, which is 2 days ago from the recording of this video, I put in about £7,000 into the market. As I mentioned previously, 2,000 was from my salary and the other 5,000 was from my savings. I just bought this all world ETF, as you can see here. The price hasn't really changed much. It has been 2 days, and we're not thinking about days in the whole terms of the market. We're thinking about years in this case. So that doesn't really worry me at all in that sense. But yeah, you can see how we're doing now. Right now, I've got 832 shares of my all world ETF, with 832 being bought manually and 60 being in pies. And that's pretty much the video. You know, I don't want to make it extremely long video talking about a whole load of rubbish, but that's really the stocks I bought this month. So quick roundup, about 225 went into my company stock. This is a single stock, however, it does pay a very nice juicy dividend, and it's quite a stable company, and I get the benefits, so it's a no-brainer. Another 2,000 into an all-world ETF, which is the ETF I showed on Trading 212. That was from my monthly paycheck, and really just kind of how I budgeted it and how I invested my money from my paycheck. And the last 5,000 has been from my savings, which I put into that all-world ETF as well. Obviously, in a normal month, let's say in about 10 months' time, I'm not going to have that juicy 5,000 a month coming in from my savings, and my investment amounts would drop quite a lot. I do recognize right now it is quite a lot to be investing this month, but things will change in the future. Please let me know how you all are doing this month. What kind of stocks did you buy? Have you been buying any single stocks or any dividend stocks you would like to share? I would definitely love to know, as I'm looking to add a few single dividend stocks to my portfolio, as I think it is awesome to receive a dividend. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.